Hello friends, welcome to the Jazz Ranch South. We're in North Carolina visiting our families down here, but I have a video for you and it's all about jazz harmony. I'm going to be playing a variety of techniques, including the spread voicing, rootless chords in different positions, and also fourth voicing. So this is a little advanced, but I want to show you this tune, Everything I Love by Cole Porter, how I would interpret it, sort of like Bill Evans style. So I'm going to play it first. You can download the score from my website, follow along. Then I'm going to talk about it later and break it down for you. So here we go with a great song called Everything I Love. Hello, welcome to the Jazz Ranch South. I'm going to be talking about the song Everything I Love by Cole Porter that I just played. And you want to download the score from my website and follow along on this. It's a lead sheet. And I've written my own chords in here. And I'm going to show you a variety of ways that I'm going to voice the chords. A few different techniques and how I mix them up, like a mixed salad, I'm going to call it. I'm going to be covering spread voicings and rootless chords and fourth voicings mainly. And if you don't understand any of these terms or you haven't learned these chords, you want to go to my playlist. I have playlists on spread voicings and playlists on rootless chords, rootless voicings. A number of videos that I've done that explain them in great detail. So I'm not going to do that on this video. I'm just going to show you what I played and the voicings I used and why. So you want to practice drills and exercises in these to get proficient on them. But you want to be able to mix these up and in a variety of ways and very quickly, you know, so that you can play a tune using them. Now we start out here. The melody note, we're in the key of F and the melody note's right there. And I want the harmony to be right in the mid-range. So I could have done this. Could have done that. But I like a fuller sound, so I'm going to make it spread voicing because the melody's lower on the keyboard. So I want to get this kind of sound. I like that sound there. So I'm going to just have it be, you don't need to, you can do that if you want. But on the second chord, I'm adding the ninth. So I'm going to add ninths whenever possible. Not on the first chord because it would be there or here. If you like that sound, some people might like that. I like this sound there. So I'm going to put the ninth there, and I'm going to put the ninth there with my thumb playing the two notes. It's like always, the rule is always add ninths when possible and when they sound good to you. That's after you get through the important ingredients, which is melody, bass note or root, third and seventh. You need those for the most part. You can eliminate some of them if you want, but I mean, you know, can't eliminate the melody or the bass note, but you can eliminate the, actually you can eliminate the bass note when you're playing with a bass player. You're going to see that in the Rootless voicings. But you want to have, to get a full chord, you want to have melody, bass, third, seventh, and then add the ninth after that, and maybe something else like a sharp 5 or a flat 13 or a sharp 11. Something to dress up the chord, or particularly the dominant seventh chords, you want to dress them up. So there you have the first 4 bars like that. And I put the A minor sus there because I like that sound. And here I shift up to a rootless chord. Now I'm going to play this one. Now this is the G minor in third inversion. So like it's down 1 inversion or up 3. You know, like there's root, here's first, here's second, and here's third, way up there. So I'm going to put it down an octave there, and then I'm going to drop the root, add the ninth. That's the rule. Always drop root, add ninth. The bass player's got the root covered. So just add the ninth, and there's your G minor 9 there. Now, something Bill Evans would do, he'd do something like that. He'd play just a chord segment. You know, the ninth, the third, and the fifth there, like that. And then you go like this. The C9 there. You see, with that harmonic movement in there. Then add a sharp 5. He's always got harmonic things going on in a dense way. You know, he's filling out every note of the melody. You know, there's not a lot of notes in this melody, so you need to fill it out with harmony. Now I go to that chord, but you could put a fourth voicing there like this. There, that. I think that's probably the best one there, or you could do that if you like. But there you have an F6-9. Now that voicing can also be a B flat 6-9. The thing about fourth voicings, they're very versatile and they're ambiguous. So in other words, unless you have that bass note in there, you won't know what that chord is. Because if it's a B flat in the bass, it's a B flat 6-9. If it's an F in the bass, it's an F 6-9. If it's a D in the bass, it's a D sus9. D7 sus, you know, sus4. Yeah, so there you have the fourth voicing being used on that measure. And then we go to an E minor, and we're keeping close together there, you see. So I go up to the first, to actually the root position on the E minor 7. I'm putting a flat 5 because it's in the scale of F. I mean, I'm putting the B flat, which is the, yeah. So you have the half diminished chord. Then I'm going to shift. Rather than playing A7 there, I'm going to shift up to here. So I do that a lot. I shift from root position to third inversion, or from first inversion to third inversion. I'll shift. And particularly if you're playing cyclically, you'll shift. So like if I'm playing E minor here, then I play the A7 there, I'm playing first inversion to third inversion to first inversion. So cyclically they move from one inversion to another. If you're playing parallel or chromatically, or what you would call horizontally, you keep the same position, you know, keep the same chord position. So that's the rule on that. So now I'm right in position there to get to the D minor 9 there. So now I have this little dissonance happening, but I can just kind of erase it by putting some more harmony in there. Now I'm not going to take that note out. I like the ninth. But that sounds fine to me, even though there's that rub. When you add a harmony note, you get it, you lose it. You know, you don't hear it so much. There, D flat. Same position, because I'm moving chromatic now. So that's all first inversion. First inversion D minor, first inversion D flat, first inversion C minor 9. Now I go to third inversion for the F7. Now there's a real pretty sound on the F7. Or you could even do this. What is that? That's that same augmented chord again, right? There's the augmented fifth. But I'm dressing it up with it's an F, so it's a sharp 9 and flat 13. That's a pretty rich sounding chord. Resolving it to B flat 6/9 there. Notice I have fourth voicings, fourth, 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 fifth, fourth, fourth. Very rich, very open sound. Copeland-ish. Back to third inversion, the first inversion. Dressing up that dominant seventh there. Sharp 9, flat 13. Then this shift, harmonic shift. Then you have the accidentals. Really nice ideas. I mean, he's really got a great tune here. Now, same thing, that same idea, you know. That's a common move that Bill Evans makes. Do a nice 6/9 chord. Third inversion. Then dress up my C chord, C7 chord with a sharp 5. Then it's a repeat. Then I'm just repeating here. I mean, the original score has it this way. I keep the 2-5-1 into F there because I like it, so I use it. Mainly because I like that shift down a half step there. I like that happening. It's happening through the tune, throughout the tune. There, down a half step, and then 2-5-1. Then here, 2-5-1, down a half step, you see. Down a half step, 2-5-1. There, down a half step, 2-5. No, then it goes up, but up. That's a move that's happening throughout the tune. Repeating, same positions. That's a nice rub there. What is that? We're on a B flat chord, so that's a sharp 9 there. But it resolves to the 9 right away. The third, sorry. Then, that's real pretty, right? That. See, as long as it resolves on the next note, the dissonance is not going to bother you. It's going to be pretty. That's a really pretty sound. Comes up with the best idea right at the end of the song. It's very clever. I could do that to keep it close, or I could shift position like up to there and then go down to the G minor there and then the G sharp there, you see. So economy of motion, that's the key to this. That's what makes it sound very coherent harmonically, to have these slight moves. That's what you want. Economy of motion, just moving chromatically. That's just a chromatic move to there, you see. This moves down, this moves up, this moves up a step. So you keep it close and it's beautiful. Then here, the last section, 4 bars at the end, I'm going to alter that A minor chord to an A7 augmented. And then go down it like this, just a slight move to get a D9, D7 sharp 9, and then the G minor there, and then the C7 there with a flat 9 maybe. Or I could go there. G flat 6/9. All right. Now you see there's the 6/9 again. 6, 9, 5. So you have 3 basic techniques with the rootless chords moving in different positions from the A form or the B form. A form being the first inversion, moving to the third inversion, or the reverse of that, the third inversion moving to the first inversion, particularly in cyclical movement, keeping the same position if you're moving chromatically or stepwise, and the spread voicing when you want to fill the chord out more, and the fourth voicings when they work well, you know, knowing when to use them as a choice. You know, I could play this whole song with fourth voicings, but it might not sound so good, you know. So a variety, or a mixed salad I call it, a variety of harmonic placement is the ideal, I think, for playing, particularly with a trio where you have a bass player. You get the advantage of adding these upper extension, these color tones, the sharp 5, the flat 13s, the sharp 11s, the 9ths. You get to add all those in the left-hand voicing, and it's really pretty sounding and very much the Bill Evans style. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is a short one for you. If you need to review these techniques, go to my playlist. I have a playlist for each of these techniques, and you'll see a variety of videos on each one going into greater detail. So write to me. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll have a sign-off now. Thanks for watching. Signing off from the Jazz Ranch. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment if you can, and I will respond if you give me enough time. And I want to give you a little shout out on my book. My book is on sale right now. You get 2 for 1. That means if you buy my book called Jazz Piano Methods and Songbook for Professional Playing, I will send you the appendix for free, which is 140 pages of exercises and drills to improve your jazz piano skills. So all you have to do is write to my email, and I will send that to you when you buy the PDF download. So please check it out. There'll be links below this video so you can check it out. Until next time, I'll say, in the words of my great friend upstairs, Hermie Dressel, when I left his office, he always said, swing loose. I'll see you next time around. Bye-bye.